Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at the new S Rank counter-type Leviathan.
My name is Labby. Greetings.
Levi is a melee trace modifier from the Asterism Gen Zone. She specializes in healing and is one of the two healers currently in the game, the other being Title Song Poseidon. First things first, if you notice, she is both in the premium and regular scan. This is because after this rate up banner, she will continue to be in the standard banner. So if you still haven't made up your mind whether you should pull for her or not, don't worry, she will be sticking around. And if you lose your 50-50, you will be able to get her that way. Starting off with her skills, Leviathan has a basic attack of 5 hits in her kit. And for every 15 hit, she will get 1 trace. Her skill 1, known as Leaping Krakens, unleashes a wave of ocean currents that pulls the enemies towards you. This works with both single and multiple enemies. This attack grants you a counter-tide mark, which will become important later on, but let's break down the rest of her kit first. Every hit using skill 1 will increase self-healing effectiveness by 5%, max 4 stacks. Also, skill 1 damage will be increased by 125% of self-healing effectiveness, and by using the skill, you will also gain a trace when it hits. Her skill 2, known as Tide Summons, which you summon 2 pet sea creatures to do AoE water damage. Every hit from skill 2 will increase crit damage by 10% for a max of 6 stacks. Skills 2 damage will be increased by 80% of self-crit damage. You will again gain a trace when the skill hits and the whale's aria mark. Skill 3, also known as Undercurrent. So this skill has 2 phases. When your tracer are not maxed, you can press skill 3 and gain 1 trace, but you have to wait 16 seconds before you can use this skill again. The best way to use this skill is by having 4 traces when you want to trigger skill 3. This will change it into its enhanced version. When you are in an enhanced version, you will create a ring of healing nearby teammates. Also, it will consume all marks for bonus effects. Consuming counter-tide mark will deal 1400% water damage to the target locked on. Consuming whale's aria will provide the team with 12% damage reduction and last for 8 seconds. Leviathan's ultimate, known as Herd Immunity, will reduce the party damage taken by 12% for 8 seconds. An enhanced skill 3 will not have cooldown, and the next enhanced skill 3 cast will generate 4 traces. So what you will want to do is to make sure that you have both marks up for max damage. When you use your ultimate, when you trigger your ultimate, you will gain damage reduction for 8 seconds, and you will be able to trigger your skill 3 enhance twice in a row. And if you successfully complete this rotation and heal your party, you will receive a set amount of ultimate charge. Look at her Aether Code. As mentioned before, her main role is healer, but this is where Leviathan shines. She has variety depending on how you want to play her. If you choose to build her with the 3 red codes, she will become a DPS modifier. Casting skills will increase basic attacks damage by 50% for 5 seconds. Basic attack crits have a 30% chance of generating 1 mark that is not in your possession, and if you do own both marks, it will increase self-melee damage by 20% for 5 seconds. Also, basic attack hits will inflict debuffs based on the amount of marks you possess. If you have 1 mark, it decreases defense of the enemy's hit by 10% and it lasts 5 seconds. If you have both marks, it decreases water resistance of enemies hit by 10% and it also lasts for 5 seconds. Using the 3 blue codes, this will be her healer set. Casting skills will increase self-attack by 10% and it lasts for 6 seconds with a max stack of 3. Every stack refreshes the duration. Using enhanced skill 3 will additionally heal teammates for 15% of HP already lost. When marks are consumed, increases the healing effectiveness by 10% for every mark consumed and it lasts for 6 seconds. Lastly, you can try a healer DPS hybrid model, and that will be 2 blue and 1 yellow code. Like I mentioned before, you will get an increase of 10% attack for 6 seconds, an additional 15% of HP loss, and the yellow code, when you use your enhanced skill 3, it will decrease skill 1 and 2's cooldown by 2 and 4 seconds respectively. Moving on, her Functor is not needed. Feel free to skip it, you will be perfectly fine with Synchronic Bazooki from the Dimensional Shop. But if you do decide to get it, every time you gain a mark or enhanced skill 3 is used, it will decrease skill 3's remaining cooldown for 3 seconds. Using enhanced skill 3 will also generate a field around yourself for 8 seconds, where enemies inside the field will have melee damage resistance decreased by 12%. Moving on to her sigils, this is where Leviathan shines. This is where you get the most variety from her kits, and you are able to customize her build the way that you want to play her. Most of the sigils I am going to mention are currently not in the game, but will be coming in future patches. Starting off, as you can see, I have Prophet Echo in slot 4, 5, and 6. It increases healing by 10%, increases damage of mods or teammates being healed by 5% for 6 seconds. It also increases damage of mods or teammates by 0.2% for every 1% healing boost on the healer. This sigil set is perfect for any build. Now for slots 1, 2, and 3, you can follow the game's recommended sigils and use Cupbearer of the Gods. Whenever traces are consumed, it has a chance to regain the trace and increase attack by 18% for 10 seconds. Great for DPS and hybrid builds. You can also go for Hippocratic Oath, which increases healing effectiveness by 10%, and when healing targets with less than 40% HP, increases effectiveness by 30%. Great for healer builds. Mermaid Tear increases water damage by 10%. When an attack connects, it decreases the target's water resistance by 5% for 10 seconds. And when attacking targets with decreased water resistance, increases crit rate by 5%. Great for DPS and hybrid builds. And my personal favorite, and this is the one I will be using on my Leviathan when it comes out, is Raging Waves Decree. Enemies hit with basic attack increases attack by 9%. It triggers every 12 seconds. Also, if you cast a skill after consuming your traces, it increases crit damage by 15%, lasts 9 seconds with a max stack of 2, and every stack refreshes the duration, and can be triggered once every second. Perfect for DPS and hybrid builds. So those are my recommendations, guys. Leave a like if you liked any of the ones that I mentioned, or comment down below and let me know your builds that you will be using on your Leviathan. Fair warning, guys, if you do choose to pull for Leviathan, you will just be incorporating her in whatever team you want her in, because all of the meta teams that she is known to be in, the characters have not been released yet, other than S Rank Osiris. If you haven't seen my Osiris video, make sure to stay to the end and watch it after you're done with this one. I'll be honest, Counter-Tide Leviathan is not a must pull. Unless you have a skill issue, you can skip this character. Although she is extremely fun to use, her unique moveset, combos, and diverse playstyle make her the best healer in the game, and a great asset for any team comp. That will be it for today. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.